Hi, I'm Dr. J. Today we're talking about the most dangerous setting in R. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can this be dangerous? Well, let me tell you, if you're doing something in R that's mission critical and you come upon this insidious setting, then it will have real life consequences. Of course, you could say that about many aspects of doing statistical analysis, whether you're doing it in R or another language. And for me, it's the insidious nature of this particular setting that's really the issue. And in particular, the default setting in R. So let me just show you what happens. So here we go. We pop open R. We're taking a look at what happens when you get up and running with R. And what I'm going to do here first is I'm just going to say, what's A plus B? Wait, why is that anything? We never defined A, nor do we find B. And yet we got a result of it. In fact, somehow A and B were already defined. Let's say that you're working along and you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to read in a data set, .csv, if you can do it in the right order, data.csv. All right, so we read the data set in and we take a look at what's in the data set. All right, so it's got two variables. There's an x variable and there's a y variable. Now, maybe you're interested in plotting these two, and you prefer ggplot, so let's go ahead and use ggplot. And then we're going to set up ggplot to take a look at x versus y, and we're just going to do scatter plot. Okay, there we go. Great. 10 observations it looks like. Maybe there's sort of a positive relationship between these two, maybe a linear relationship. It's not real strong, but and maybe you want to think about, okay, well, what's the correlation between these two? And so you say, okay, let's look at the correlation between x and y. Wait, what? The plot here certainly looks like there's a positive correlation, if anything. And yet the correlation that I've calculated is negative. So what the heck's going on? Now, those of you who are experienced R users, you'll probably know right away what's going on. And so this video is certainly meant for those who are newer to R and, are having issues with trying to figure out how to work with R. Let me just give you one more example that actually tripped up a student of mine. And this happens to be a student who knows R very well and still got caught off guard by this, again, insidious setting. And here it is. So I'm going to get a random normal random variable. This random normal happens to be 0.04862897. I hope that you all have that memorized because we want to show it. It'll show up again. Let's say it that way. Now, in case you're thinking this is an R Studio specific issue, I'm just going to show you that it's not. I guess I have to actually start the R app. So here we go. Here's the R app. We do say A plus B, it's 3. We do correlation between X and Y. It's negative 0.661. If we read in the data set and plotted it, right, it would show us, I guess we could just do it. Here it is. Okay, there's that positive relationship we were expecting despite the negative correlation that we see. And if we grab the random normal, there it is. Exactly the same number. So, I thought random numbers were supposed to be random. Right? This doesn't seem very random if we're getting the same number every time. Okay, so what is going on here? Well, this right here is the first step in the process. Okay, we're trying to close our R session and it says save workspace image. Now, probably when you're getting started with R, you have no idea what it's talking about. And since we've gotten in a good habit of saving our work, you probably go ahead and click on save. Okay, I'm just realizing now I just overwrote. Right, so let's do it this way. Okay, here we go. Let's get a new random normal. Okay, it's a negative 1.44. We're going to open up our R app. And this time, if we get a new random normal, hey, it's exactly the same as the one we just got over here. Again, not very random. Okay, so again, it all starts with this. I understand that we're supposed to be saving things, but my suggestion here, if you see this message, is to don't save. And I'll explain why. Then the second thing that shows up, so don't save. Here, if we start up our Okay, that was not what I was looking for. Came up on a different window. Here we go. We're starting up our studio, right? And again, if we do our norm, we get that same number that we got the second time. Now, when you're getting started with R, you probably don't really pay attention to what's written up here. And for good reason, because basically it never changes. But I do want you to notice this line right down here at the bottom. Workspace loaded from tilde wherever directory you're working in. I put mine in the downloads directory in a dangerous folder. But the key piece is at the end. The workspace was loaded from .r data. Okay? And in fact, if we look at the environment up here, the environment when we start up R, you're probably thinking should be empty. Because if it's empty, that means that nothing has been done, which is what the sort of default setting is as you start R, right? Nothing's been done. But in fact, we can see here that there are quantities in the environment, right? In particular, this A and B and X and Y and D, because last time, which we saved, we had read in the data set and called it D, right? And so what R is doing here is that it's loading up whatever you saved the last time you saved it. Right, so all of the objects, all the variables, all the functions that were in R when you quit out, so when you quit out and you hit save, that's all getting saved into this .r data file. And then the next time that you start R, it's automatically getting loaded back up. Okay, I think this is really bad practice. I understand why people wanted it this way. What they wanted you to be able to do is to be doing a statistical analysis, quit out, the next day come back and be right where you left off, right? So it seems like a convenience feature. But these days, people work on so many different data analyses and so many different things that what you loaded up before is maybe not what you want right now. And as I mentioned, I have seen it time and time again where this has caught students out, right? Where they didn't realize something was being loaded, and it was being loaded and they were getting weird results, and it was all because of these variables that were automatically being put into the R environment. I mentioned my student who had this issue with the random variables. He didn't realize that every time he was starting R, and this happened to be on a server, so it was being done via a command line, it was automatically loading up the .r data file that was sitting there, and it meant that every single simulation study he did had exactly the same results because it was generating the same random numbers, which is not at all what he wanted to do. Okay, so how can we deal with this? All right, so my suggestion is you change two settings, and one of them is vastly more important than the other. Here in RStudio, you go to Tools, Global Options, and now right here in this general piece of the options table, there's a workspace, and it says restore.r data into workspace at startup. So that's number one. I highly recommend that everybody, especially new to R users, uncheck this box. Right? We do not want to restore that R data file into the workspace at startup. Okay. The second thing that I do, and you can change this or not, but the save workspace R data on exit, the default is ask. That's why every time you try to quit out of R, it says, do you want to save this? I personally never want to save this, and so I always just eliminate it, right? Eliminate this step from my process. So here I would say don't save, I'm going to say cancel for the moment. And now I'm going to go up to global options, and I'm going to, instead of asking me every time, which is annoying, I'm just going to say never. Don't ever save it. Now, right, there's a two-step process here. The first step is that we don't want it to restore our data, and I don't want to be bothered to be asked about whether I want it to be saved. You could change your mind on the second one, but I would definitely uncheck the first one. Okay, so how does this change things? So if we quit out of RStudio and then we start it back up, now what we'll see is first off that in that bit up here that gets printed out every time you start R, you don't see any comment here about loaded that workspace up automatically, right? And so now if we try to do A plus B, nothing happens because it doesn't know what A is, it doesn't know what B is. It doesn't know what X or Y or D or any of those variables are because we did not do that in this session. And now here's the thing. If you ever wanted to load that workspace up, it's easy, right? We just load .r data. Oops. Now let's go ahead and run it with Command Enter. And when we did it, see, it all shows up here in the environment. So now if we do a plus b, so forth, it's easy. So here's the thing. By changing that default setting into something where you have to actually load it manually, it's one line. It's literally like, I don't know how many characters that is, 12 or something, right? It's really easy. And now when you go to quit, it doesn't ask you, do you want to save this, right? It will ask you if you want to save scripts. Well, it didn't actually, did it? I guess it saves it here. Yeah, there it is, right? So it's already there. It's ready for me to save this time, right? So basically nothing is lost, okay? So my recommendation is that you go ahead and change in your global options, restore.rdata into workspace at startup. You uncheck that. And if you want, you change the next one to never, just so you don't get bothered by constant questions about, do you want to save this? If anybody has thoughts about what is a more dangerous setting in R, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. But otherwise, yeah, I hope that this helps you out. Hopefully you'll never even notice. It doesn't cause issues in the future because you'll have changed the setting. Until next time, see you then.